So I have with me Mr. Garlic. He is the star of the Gilroy Garlic Festival, and kids and babies run up to him and everybody wants to take a photograph with him. So how long have you been doing this?
I've been doing this for 22 years as Mr. Garlic, and I'm not really the major item. The major item at the Garlic Festival is garlic.
Well, you are Mr. Garlic.
Well, I understand that, but I'm not edible.
You're not edible, but you're clickable.
Well, okay, that sounds right.
How did you get started doing this? Are you a Gilroyan? Is that the right term?
Oh, that's true. That's a very good way to use it. Yes, we are. Well, my wife came home from work one day and she told me that she had volunteered me to be one of the Mr. Garlics at the Garlic Festival 22 years ago. And after a while, those other gentlemen who were doing this job faded away, and I ended up being the lone person with the fortitude and the gumption to play the part of Mr. Garlic for 3 days at the Garlic Festival.
Why do you say gumption? I no longer hear the term gumption, but why do you say gumption?
Well, because it takes a little bit of gumption to do this job, because sometimes there are things said to you that are not very nice, and you have to suck it up and continue smiling and letting know everybody that this Garlic Festival is here and it's going to stay. It's one of the largest fundraisers in the county, and the money is used very, very well within the organizations and the community in the Gilroy area. A lot of our venues there, the booths that are there are nonprofits working, and their money goes back to whatever organization they're working for.
You see, people say unflattering things. I'm thinking stinking rose.
Something to that effect would be very, very nice.
You mean people say worse things?
On occasion, it has been a little worse than that, but it's just one of those things that comes with the job.
Occupation hazard.
You got it, and I don't mind it.
Tell me about your hat.
That all.
What do you call it? Do you call it a hat, or what do you call that?
Well, it is. It's a Western cowboy hat, and it's decorated in garlic and other little flowery kind of things to give it some color and taste. And it started actually when I first started. It was a ball cap with about four pieces of garlic on the top of it, and after a while that got to looking kind of tacky, I thought. And so when Jeanne and I took over being Mr. Garlic, we decided we were going to make something that was well worth the Garlic Festival. And it all started basically with, we got invited to go to the Salinas Rodeo, Mr. Garlic, and it was a week before the rodeo started. And it was a downtown event in Salinas. And so we went to it, and before we did, though, she said, we're going to the cowboy country. You need to have a hat that goes right along with the theme. So I went out and found myself an absolutely gorgeous Western hat, and it has stuck ever since. And I have got the signature of a tremendous amount of celebrities in the country western genre.
And Jeanne, you're his wife, and you are the long-suffering spouse who gets him the water, the towel when the heat goes up. How do you put up with that?
Oh, it's easy to put up with it. Gerry is a charming man. I've been married to him for 32 years. And with all that's said and done, being part of being Mrs. Garlic to go along with Mr. Garlic has been an honor and a privilege. He's represented the festival very well. Getting the towel and the water to keep him hydrated so he can continue to do Mr. Garlic and put smile on the faces of a lot of people. Eyes pop open with the first time people see him as, oh my gosh, I can't believe what I'm looking at. It's been a lot of fun, and we'll continue to do it until we can't do it.
What is this outfit that you're wearing?
The outfit I'm wearing is a representation of a large, very enormous garlic bulb. And it's been part of the Garlic Festival even before I started being Mr. Garlic. But the costume wasn't as nice back then as it is now. yeah. I try and represent the Garlic Festival in an absolute wonderfully positive light at all times, and it's worked for 22 years, and I don't think I'll stop doing it for a while. What? Oh, excuse me. 28 years.
See, the heat got to
I
you.
know yeah, the heat did get me. Maybe I ought to jump in one of these pools behind me and get myself cooled off.
Thank you, and we wish you all the best.
Well, thank you, and I appreciate your time to take with me and have my little interview.